Guys, wrestling fans, when we look at history and we look at champions, let's just face it, I have a lot of news to cover today. From Roman Reigns' name being blacklisted from WWE television, completely wiped away. Numerous reports coming out that Roman Reigns' name is not to be said by anybody on WWE television. We're going to be discussing that today. Plus, the modern day Fail Raja, Jinder Mahal. I said it. Jinder Mahal. He is ready to return to WWE television. We're going to be discussing that today right here on the podcast as well. All that, plus Sarah Logan, she's back in the WWE. After her release, people are going to bat for her, and she is back. I'm happy for her. Is she going to go anywhere? Remains to be seen. Probably not. We're going to be discussing that, plus so much more here on this podcast. News and rumors coming right here for you today. Before we do that, you all know what to do. Do yourself a favor and do me a favor as well. And that is go down there and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you can get notifications. Hit the like button too. And make sure you leave a comment. Helps the channel out. And go back and watch anything you missed. It'd be much appreciated. Raw review last night that I put up. I discussed Charlotte running NXT and Monday Night Raw. Apparently, she's an NXT champion and she gets to just run all over the USA Network, being on Raw and NXT. Drew McIntyre burying talent left and right. Andrade Cien Almas, the entire stable that Zelina Vega has, and everything else that happened on Monday Night Raw, I discussed last night on my Raw review. Go and check it out. It is a very good Raw review. It's on the channel right now. But let's dive into this news and rumors that I have for you wrestling fans. First things first. The modern day Fail Raja, Jinder Mahal. I can't believe this. Can't believe this. He's ready to return. He's just waiting for the phone call. And wrestling fans, when I think about what WWE might be using him for, it really concerns me. It worries me, because Drew McIntyre is just really standing out right now when it comes to Jinder Mahal. Just think. 3-man band, baby. And the reason why this concerns me is Jinder Mahal is not a credible contender for the WWE Championship. He's not a believable number one contender to take down Drew McIntyre. He's not. Now, Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega's stable could be, if they would pick up some victories, starting next week, try to wipe away what we have seen over the last couple of weeks and build them up to be this awesome force. Not what we've been seeing. But Jinder Mahal, what happened when he had the WWE Championship? Ratings blundered on SmackDown. Nobody cared because he always had to have help from the Zing brothers or the Great Khali. Things of that nature. Jinder Mahal could not do anything by himself. Jinder Mahal was just downright boring as a WWE champion. He does not need to come back into that role. And something tells me, wrestling fans, that that's exactly what's going to happen. Because there is no way that the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins, is going to beat Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. So, who else does WWE have for Drew McIntyre to face? Honestly, do you honestly think that they're going to have Aleister Black or somebody like that fill that role to take on Drew McIntyre? The only way I can see that working is if Drew McIntyre turns heel. It will not be babyface versus babyface. It won't. If Drew McIntyre turns heel, I'll be fine with it. I think he's a better heel anyway than babyface. Y'all let me know what you're thinking about all of this in the comments below. But I think as soon as Jinder Mahal returns, he's on after that WWE Championship, and that scares me. Because that makes for a long summer or a long fall, wrestling fans. Roman Reigns. You know, I was happy. He earned a lot of respect. He is, in my eyes, probably, I'm just telling you, what he did before WrestleMania, taking a break, whether it was because of his health, whether it's because of his family, whatever the reason, the fact that he was not at WrestleMania, what he did, that's all I gotta say. You know, and the fact that his name is blacklisted according to numerous reports, WWE saying don't mention the big dog's name on SmackDown, on Raw, any television show, don't mention it. Are you kidding me? Seriously. Now, if they're not mentioning it because they just want to keep it quiet for his massive return to get people all excited, that's one thing. But does that sound like a WWE thing? No. What it sounds like is WWE got upset. Vinnie Mac got upset because Roman Reigns didn't put on one of the worst matches of the century, spearing Goldberg in half at WrestleMania. Like, Braun Strowman had one of the worst matches in WrestleMania history, power slamming Goldberg. 1, 2, 3. Woo! That's what it sounds like to me. But you all let me know what you're thinking about that in the comments below as well. Sarah Logan, she is back in WWE. Congratulations, you have your job back. Honestly, it makes sense Seeing as how you're married to one of the Viking Raiders, I don't see why you would have been released in the first place. Seeing as how you are married to one of the Viking Raiders, doesn't make sense to me. But you know, wrestling fans, I just am in agreement with a lot of you out there. WWE releasing her might have been a blessing, because she could have went somewhere else once all this calmed down and wrestling organizations went back to work and been used better. Because, you know, Sarah Logan's not one of those wrestlers who's going to be used to her best potential. She's not. Because, you know, in WWE's eyes, she's not a Ronda Rousey. She's not a Becky Lynch. She's not a Shayna Baszler. She's not one of them. So it's sad. But, you know, at least she got her job back. And hopefully she'll be used better. At least that. So I'm happy for in that aspect. And outside that, there's really no other news and rumors going on right now. Outside of all the releases that WWE did last week. Black Wednesday, WWE. Everybody was calling it. Which, honestly, was a real just downer. I mean, just bad in the wrestling business. Everybody being released. Really sad. A really sad time in the wrestling business as a whole. I'm telling you, everybody being released like that from WWE. I hate seeing that happen, because so many of those wrestlers could have been used better. Just wasted away. But you all let me know what you're thinking about all this in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe and do everything I mentioned at the beginning. Tomorrow I will have it on the road. My family and I are going to this safari park. Kind of a drive-through safari park. Gonna have a lot of really cool stuff going through it. A lot of cool animals. Different. I know some of them I've never seen before. So it's gonna be cool. I'm going to bring that to you right here on the channel. So look forward to that on the road. And so much more this week. But until I see you again, this is me. This is Webby. And I will catch each and every one of you on the other side. Talk to you later.